Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should this happen to resonate, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And with that being said, let's hop to it. We're going to get a message from Source today. So Source, what message do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know today? Source, what message do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know today? Okay, so we've got the third house, Saturn, and Virgo energy. There is a childhood wound that's coming up here. This is interesting. This feels like a shadow wound that's being presented here, especially with the Saturn energy. I know usually it's Pluto and stuff that really does go into that shadow work, but this is something that's been holding on for a long time. That's been keeping you from really truly connecting with that inner well of happiness and contentment. And it's like there's some sort of, I keep hearing OCD here, ADHD, ADD, like it has connected with you in a way that prevents you from releasing some sense of control or not having any sense of control. He's just kind of like here and there and everywhere. It feels on both sides. But it's a wound that's being presented right now that's been really hard to let go of. And it does feel like this is the father wound, okay? That's really what's coming through here. Source wants to highlight this. This is something that's created a lot of barriers in your life, a lot of disadvantages, it feels like, and a lot of burdens as well. And really like making you feel like there's things that you had to sacrifice or let go of because you might not have been capable of handling stress or the pressure, or feeling like you weren't able to do what was necessary in certain situations because you weren't able to handle it mentally or emotionally. It's not that you're weak here. There's nothing like that. It's just showing that there's just an overwhelm of emotions here that's creating a disconnect between the physical realm, the mind, and the emotional state here. We have a lot with the mind, right? This is the mind and early childhood learning we have coming through here. And then we have this physical aspect with both Virgo and Saturn. Very earthly energy here, but very difficult, struggling, very, very hard, like learning that time and patience is everything, but also that can be sometimes the most frustrating thing that we have to deal with. And it's like letting it go. And letting it go, they're not saying like you just let it go. Like that's not, you know, no, it's like there's something here that has to be explored with a sense of curiosity, and bringing, instead of the physical realm to it, bringing your more logical and analytical mind to it, so that you can kind of separate the emotional state from this. It's more or less, there's this energy of truly letting your analytical mind have its play when it comes to some of these things that make you feel like you need to have an overabundance of control, or like you have no control in life, or feeling like you have to be so overly perfectionist. And it's like asking your mind to say, can you help me break this down? Because I feel like for you, especially with Mercury coming out with the third house, you absolutely have a tendency to get really stuck in your mind. But right now, whatever's coming out, even though we don't have watery energy here, it feels like this is emotionally run, and that the only thing that's going to help you break down the emotional side of it is to really understand it from an analytical place. And I know that seems counterproductive, but that's what the message is here. Source is saying it's like helping you to come back into this inner standing through viewing it from a detached state, from a disassociated state in some situations here. Okay, wow, this is next level. This reading already is, well, phew. And there's nothing wrong with you or anything like that. And that's the first thing that they want to point out here. It's like, this is just from a childhood wound that's playing. It's just playing. Yeah, it's like playing itself out here. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, and then the Page of Wands here with Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, and Sag. It's like this energy of like not being able to make a choice and always feeling like even if you have all of the information that you need to make a sound choice, that there's still always something that's making you feel like you have to hold back. Zoe, are you okay, baby? You okay? But you are on the right track. It's just about coming at it from this disassociated state that air signs are so famous for, right? Air signs definitely teach us to let go of the emotional aspects so that we can observe things from a different place, right? So let's see here. Source, what else would you like to say in regards to this message? Wow, that was such a weird shuffle. Yeah, it's like if anything doesn't go exactly as you planned it to, it can almost feel like your whole body shuts down. You may deal with some severe anxiety as well. Yeah, okay. May I have one more, please, Source? What else would you like to say here? Whoa, it was weird. It like hit the camera and flipped over the other way. Yeah, and we have, look, we have the Knight of Wands on the bottom. This does indicate that there is romantic frustration here. So this is the message that's really coming through right now, is that this could have been exacerbated by a broken heart. It's like you already had these tendencies, but someone really broke your heart along the way, and they just kind of went out of control. And you could have been very young when this happened. Yeah, this could have been very young. We have the star beneath that, right? There's still hope here for you. There's nothing wrong with you. Source wants you to know we are looking out for you here. We're trying to help you come back into this balanced state. Yeah, we're trying to help you come back into this balanced state. We want to reconnect you with your path. We want to reconnect you with yourself. And it just feels like you have to let go of the emotional side and come at it with that Mercury energy, right? Yeah, fallen from grace. Look, and then the Ace of Swords. And when this flew out, it came out in the reverse, but then it hit the camera and it flipped over like that. So interesting energy already. It's like they're showing you this is a truth. Like, this is the emotional aspect of this situation has made you fall away from yourself, because when the emotions take over, then whatever it is, like I'm just going to use OCD as the example here, but whatever it is, it could be anxiety, it could be ADHD, it could be ADD. And I know there's medicine for those, but again, there are certain triggers that arise that make those situations worse, right? And that's what they're pointing out. There's a trigger here that's coming up that's making the OCD worse. And that feeling of I have no control, so I have to try to control everything that I possibly can to feel centered. But it's actually an emotional trigger, and that when you come into this state of clear mind, which is disassociating yourself from this emotion, like, wow, I realize that's because I have a broken heart. I realize that's because I'm really frustrated. Or I realize this is because I'm just overwhelmed right now. And just instead of doing what you normally do, like going and organizing your closet or reorganizing your whole house or moving all the furniture in your house, which may make you feel better, but it's because it's like exerting all this energy and getting it out through this energetic release, but the emotion is still there in the currents of your soul. And that's what they're saying, to sit with it. What is this emotion that's arising? If I don't go and make my hands really busy, or if I don't go and explode, or if I don't go and like go into the anxiety part of it, if I just take a step, and I know this is easier said than done, especially if you deal with like depression, anxiety, or anything like that. But if you can take some deep breaths, maybe do some breath work, do a meditation, do some sense of release here. The release may not be I just lost it. It's the habit that has arisen because of it. Okay, so instead of going and reorganizing the closet, can you sit down and be still and do a meditation, right? Coming into stillness. That's what it is. It's coming into stillness to face this part of yourself. And with that, you're going to be given this great sense of clarity that's going to help you move on beyond this situation. And it's a very difficult situation, and they want you to understand that they are absolutely acknowledging that it's difficult, but you're so brave for having had gone through this, and you're surviving, and you're making it through the other side, okay? So fire signs energy here with Aries, Leo, Sag. We have confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. We have Cancer with nurture, comfort, and protection. So this is that energy of learning how to nurture yourself and bring yourself into this protected state so that you can gain a sense of confidence on your journey and know that what I'm doing for myself is helping me heal. And then we have Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. So this is something you're going to have to trust the process. It's not going to happen the first time. It might not even happen the first 10 times. But if you keep showing up and you're consistent, you're going to notice that you're healing from this. And you're, yeah, you're getting angelic support here. We have harmony, angelic support, and perfect flow with the trine on the bottom of the deck. So let's grab some archetype energy here and see what comes out for you real quick. All right, we have Lovers. Yeah, so this is a broken heart that greatly exacerbated this problem. We have great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something, which is the light attributes. The shadow is obsessive passion that harms others or self-destructive devotion. Yeah, so it's like you gave everything of yourself to a situation, and it doesn't even have to be love, but, you know, with the Knight of Wands coming out on the bottom, that's what it points towards. It doesn't have to be, but it's a situation that you put yourself in so much that you lost yourself. And then when it ended, that's why the emotions became so great. Okay, so Source is also saying student, the light attributes, humility and devotion to learning, openness to a lifelong learning. The shadow attribute is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Isn't this interesting? We have this self-destructive devotion and arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge. So we're pointing out that there's some self-destructive tendencies here, the self-sabotage tendencies that you may lean into, not knowing that they're self-sabotage, right? That's where the unconscious comes into play. So to understand this, the subconscious, we have to first become conscious of our actions. And with two cards coming out with this, so becoming a student, right? We're a student for a lifetime, and when we choose to be in that energy, we can open ourselves up to really learning about ourselves in all aspects. And then we have scribe, the light attribute, preserving knowledge and information, and the shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' works. So they want you to preserve this knowledge that you're learning about yourself and share this information with others, as it will help others. You're not alone. These other people aren't alone. And sometimes we just need someone that's gone through it and healed and survived. And while that's so scary to think about that you might have to do that by yourself, that through that you are going to be someone who teaches others how to overcome that as well. We have mediator on the bottom, a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. And the shadow is negotiating with an ulterior motive and hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So you're going to become a mediator for people and helping them see both sides and helping them let go of the connection that they have to the self-destructive, self-sabotaging patterns. That's the message that Source really wants to bring out today. So this is a very powerful message in a short time. If you felt like this was your message, leave the little broken heart emoji down below and say, through trust and patience, I learned to detach from my emotions, knowing that I can solve and heal from anything that has happened to me and grow into this beautiful swan, okay? So if you don't want to type at all, you can leave the broken heart emoji, and that's confirming that. But if you felt like this was your reading, definitely leave me a thumbs up down below, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in supporting me further, you'll find all those links below in the description box. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify, Scatterlove Radio. You can even join as a member, and I'd love to see you on memberships. But if not, thank you for your continued support here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your angels, your guides, your spirit messenger, source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.